Hello Capricorn, how are you? I hope this finds you well. So we are doing your June weekly reading. It is a general reading, so it may not be able to resonate for all of you. And if you want something that is meant for your exact energy, then I do a personals open, and everything that you'll need to know will be in the description box below for you. We are inviting your angels, spirit guides, and ancestors to come in and assist us with this reading today. All right, Capricorn, we're starting with some overall messages and themes, and then we're going to get into your tarot. You had something fall out. Let's see what it is. We have running. I want more with you. And I still think about you. I feel like you could have wanted, when it was time to start for things to move forward or progress. Some of you guys, this could be somebody that, like you had a connection with, maybe as a friends with benefits connection, or there was a connection, but for whatever reason, this person could be non-committal or just have a hard time opening up to things. It feels like when things started to progress or move forward, it feels like this person could have ran. But I do feel like they still think about you here. They have regrets right under that. And they have the card chasing. Some of them may have expected you to chase them or thought that you would or hoped that you would. Let's get into it. So we're going to be taking a look at their energy towards you, your energy towards them. We're going to look at the challenge between the two of you and the potential outcome. So their feelings, the Knight of Pentacles, I do feel like, I just heard the words, that's just a weird way to put it, but I just heard the word like the words Lone Ranger. It's like somebody's kind of like a lone wolf, Lone Ranger, that's this attitude or energy of like, oh, I'm better off on my own. And, so I feel like somebody here has a hard time with settling down or commitment. It's this running energy is very on point, I feel. They do have the Emperor here for their intentions. I feel like when they started to feel too much, when things started to feel like, I'm going to say out of their control, but like, yes, when things started to feel like it was going somewhere that they didn't necessarily want it to go, or they were developing feelings they didn't necessarily want to have. I feel like that's when they stepped into this Emperor energy of kind of like trying to take back control over the situation. And I feel like that is why they have, they left. Some of you guys, they could have ghosted, they just ended things with you here. Some of you guys, it could have felt very abruptly. Now they have this Knight of Wands for their actions. So we're going to clarify this. Now this could just be them wanting to be, they're wanderers. The Knight of Wands can be somebody who's very on and off or inconsistent, who has a hard time settling down or committing. But it can also just be a card of action. So we're going to clarify that in a moment. You have the Three of Wands in the reverse, the Hierophant in the reverse, and the Empress in the reverse. The challenge between the two of you is the Page of Pentacles in the reverse and the Page of Cups in the reverse. I feel like this is somebody who's very attractive, charismatic. They have a lot of, and I feel like they're kind of like, they get a lot of attention. They could be putting themselves on display, like they're always posting pictures of themselves or something like that on social media for some of them, because they do have this King of Wands and this Three of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck here, and the Sun card. So somebody who's just always in the mix, getting a lot of attention. That doesn't have to be the case for all of you guys, but I do feel like that is for a lot of you. So your energy here, Three of Wands in the reverse. I feel like you did not. To me, the Three of Wands can be a card of sending something out, having expectations, waiting for something. I feel like you didn't do any of those things. I feel like that's one of the things that really bothers this person is they did expect you to chase them. They expected that they would hear from you, and you didn't. Three of Wands, and I think you were like, I'm not waiting for anybody. I'm not chasing anybody. I feel like the Empress in the reverse here to me as well, as I feel like you're seeing this person's situation in a negative light, because you're like, I would have never handled it this way. And out of all of the ways that you could have handled the situation, out of all the ways you could have moved, that's the way that you chose. And I feel like that showed you a lot about this person in this situation. I feel like that's a big reason why you're like, no, I'm not going to be waiting for you. I'm not going to be chasing after you. We have this teacher here, or in this deck they call it the teacher, but it's the Hierophant in the reverse. So you have the Hierophant in the reverse here. I feel like this is your intention. I feel like you are no longer willing to commit to this. It's like, no, I see that this isn't what I thought it was. I feel like this person, the way that they handled the situation has really, really changed the way that you see them and the situation. It kind of turned it from something that you wanted to something that you don't. I do feel like it could have caused you to, for some of you, I don't feel like this is the case for all of you, but for some of you guys, I do feel like you could have taken a hit to your self-esteem. Try not to take that on you, because this says a lot more about this person than it does about you. It says a lot about their issues and the things that they're dealing with than it does about you as a person. And personally, you don't have to see yourself through this experience or see yourself through that lens, okay? Just keep that in mind. You don't have to do anything to be where you are, always have been, and always will be enough and worthy. Okay, and this person's actions or lack thereof does not get to dictate your worthiness. Okay. Got the Page of Pentacles here in the reverse for the challenge. Communication. We're going to clarify some of these. I feel like a lot of you guys are choosing not to communicate because you don't feel like it's genuine. Some of you guys could even be receiving an apology here with this Page of Cups here, but with it being the reverse, it's like you don't really have much you want to say to them, and I feel like you don't trust it anyways. The Page of Cups to me in the reverse sometimes can be like, there's apology, but you feel like it's not, like they're not being very genuine. I just feel like there's no trust here after how this person handled the situation. Plus, I do kind of see, because he has this cup, this little fish in his cup. If you tip it upside down, the fish is falling out. To me, sometimes I see it as like, when it comes up in the reverse like that, as like the one that got away. Tell me about this Knight of Wands energy. The Eight of Cups. Eight of Pentacles in the reverse. Yeah, I do feel like this person just kind of took off for some of you guys, and that's what they're used to, and that's the way that they usually choose to handle on things, because they didn't want to commit, they didn't want to put the work in. But it's for you, it's like, why couldn't you just be honest and express that to me? It's less about what they did and more about how they did it. I do feel, though, here with this Knight of Wands, I don't really see that a lot has changed. I think that this person still thinks about you. I do feel like this person does have some regrets about how they handled the situation. But I don't see that much has changed. I think that your feelings are right about that. Tell me about this Empress in the reverse. Got the King of Pentacles. Because you're looking for something that's long-term, stable, committed. You want something that is secure. And I feel like you're recognizing that that's one of the reasons why this is no longer something that you want, because it's no longer aligned with what you desire. You're like, well, somebody who could leave like that is not aligned with my desire for security and stability. Tell me about this Page of Pentacles in the reverse, Seven of Swords in reverse. So somebody here is reaching out to apologize to you here, but I do feel like you don't respond. For a lot of you guys, I feel like you don't respond. This seems to be a theme, or you just don't, it doesn't go anywhere because you don't feel like it's genuine. Five of Cups in the reverse, and you feel like you're like, you know what, I'm already over this because this is no longer something that I want. I'm already moving on. There's no reason to re-engage in this. That is what I have for you. So I would expect to hear from this person. I would expect some kind of an apology, but I feel, you know, I feel like you're pretty closed off to it here. That is what I have, Capricorn. If it resonates, let me know. If it doesn't, then check out your other placements. Everything that you need to know, whether it's about this reading, scheduling your personals, Patreon, the tarot course, all of that is in the description box below for you. If you want personal prayers for any reason, you can just put the little prayer emoji in the comments down below, and I will go through and pray for you. But if this is where we part, thank you guys so much for being here and supporting me, and I will see you soon.